So in previous class, we were discussed about PowerBI introduction, right? Then, previous class, we were discussed about what is a PowerBI. The need of PowerBI. Comparison. With tools, like the Tableau, ADV, Prognos, Local, like that. The next one is PowerBI architecture. Last one is PowerBI. So these topics are covered in previous session. Okay. So here, once again, I will repeat within 5 minutes. Okay. So what is the Power BI? So Power BI is one of the business intelligence tool which is used to analyze the business requirement with the help of graphs like line charts, bar charts, pie charts, tables like that. Yeah. So what is the need of Power BI? So if you want to understand the business requirement and so it is converted meaningful insight to the clients. So and those requirements fulfill with the help of diagrammatical. That means a graph representation. And the third one is comparison other tools. Okay, na? So in previous class already discussed. Okay. So compared to other tools, Power BI is very cheap, okay, na, regarding cost, and it is very user friendly. So because of those two reasons, so we have to choose Power BI business intelligence tool. And the next one is architecture. Okay, na. So in the architecture, we have three layers. Okay, na. First one is a data source layer, okay, na. And second one is Power BI desktop, and the third one is Power BI service. So here, data source like you can choose files like Excel file, plot files, that means Notepad and PDF, whatever it is made. And coming to database like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, and coming to clouds, AWS, Azure. Yeah. So many data sources are available. So I will show you later. Okay. So by using data sources, we can connect the data and load it into the Power BI. So after loading the data, we can establish the relation between multiple tables. So within the desktop. So after establishing the relationships, so we can filter the data with the help of ETL tool. So that tool name is called Power Query, right? So after filtering the data, we can create the visualizations using different types of graphs. So after completion of all these things, we will publish the all the reports into the Power BI service. Got it? So Power BI service is one of the web-based application. Okay, na? So if you want to store and if you want to share the our Power BI reports to some other persons, so we have to use the Power BI service. So that is the need of Power BI service. So this is the basic introduction about Power BI, right? So today we are going to discuss about start with the SQL. So already I told you. So what is the need of SQL? What is the important of the SQL? Okay, now if you go for interviews, so for some interviews are start with the SQL only. Okay, na? So interview questions are classified into three parts. The first part is a SQL part. Second part is a Power BI desktop, and the third part is Power BI service. Okay, so that's why. So if you know the SQL concept, you can easily understand the Power BI concepts. Oh, so that's why first I will start with the SQL. So maybe it will take around 10 to 14 days. Okay, na? No problem. Database name is SQL Server. So in real time, we are using different types of databases are there. So I will tell you later. No problem. So before entering into the database concept, first we will know the some terminologies. You know, so the first one is data. So anybody having idea what is a data? What is the meaning of the data? Please respond. What is the meaning of data?
It's a huge collection of information gathered across various sources. It can be a raw data, which is not structured.
Yes, yes, correct. Okay. So data is nothing but a collection of raw facts. Collection of so here raw facts in the sense the combination of numbers and characters. So raw facts in the sense the combination of both numbers and characters. So I will give one example. So here I type one number. Okay, na? So what is this? 100, right? Just this is the number. Okay, so we don't know. For example, this is the some employee ID or some customer ID, or like some student ID. We don't know. Just 100 is some number. That's it. So here there is no meaning for this 100, right? And the next one is SQL. So this is some text or this is some string. We don't know. This SQL is some like address name or person name or some post name. We don't know exactly, right? So this is called data. This is called data. Here there is no meaning for 100 and SQL. So 100 is one just one number and SQL is some text. Next we will see the information. So information is nothing but the processing of the data. Processing of the data. So please give the full meaning of the data. See the example. So here, Course ID is 100. Course name is SQL. Okay, now here we can easily identify what is a 100, what is a SQL. So 100 is a some course ID. Okay, na? And the SQL is some course name. You can easily identify here. So this is the difference between data and information. Okay, na? So data is different, information is different. So data is nothing but the combination of both the numbers and the characters. Okay, now here there is no meaning for these values, and information is nothing but the processing of the data. So it is give the full meaning for data, right? Understood? What is the data and what is the information? Okay, na? Any doubt? The next one is types of data. Yeah. So data is classified three types. Here in the real time, the data is classified into three types. So here the first type is structured data. The second one is semi-structured data. The third one is unstructured data. Yeah. So here the structured data in the sense, yeah, the structured data in the sense of tables. Yeah. So the data which is stored in the form of tables, that is called structured data. Okay, na? So you all are familiar with the tables, right? So what is a table? What is a table? Collection of rows and
Collection of
columns.
rows and columns.
Yes, correct. Okay, na? So here the structured data in the sense of the data which is stored in the form of tables, that is called structured data. So in real time we are working with 90% of structured data only. Okay, na? In real time, so we are working with the tables only. And the next one is semi-structured data. So anybody tell me one of the example of a semi-structured data? So it is stored in the form, I will give one hint, it is stored in the form of tags. XML data. XML data. Semi-structured data is the best example is XML files. Okay. So here XML stands for extendable markup language. Okay. So and the last one is unstructured data. So with the unstructured data, every day we are using. Okay, now we are working with the unstructured data every day. Okay, now every person know unstructured data. So what is the best example of unstructured data? Anybody have an idea?
Maybe text documents,
No,
Word file, PDFs.
no,
Emails, maybe.
no problem. I will tell you. So the best example is, okay, na? Audios and videos. Okay, na? So here there is no structure for audio and videos, right? So these are the examples for unstructured data. Here there is no structure for audios and videos. Got it? So these are the examples for structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data. So we are talking about only, don't discuss semi-structured data, unstructured data. We are working with the only structured data only. So we are going to discuss about only structured data only. Yeah. Understood? Types of data. Next comes to the our actual subject, database. Anybody having idea what is the definition of the database? What is the formal definition of the database? Anybody having idea? No problem. I will tell you one real-time example. Okay, na? So then we will discuss formal definition of the database. Okay, na? So if I am going for some retail mart like Reliance Mart or D Mart, whatever it is. Okay, na? If you are purchasing any product, if you are purchasing any product, it generated some invoice, right? Or for example, I purchased in online, I purchased one mobile or laptop, whatever it is. So they generated some invoice. So that invoice having some details, right? So what are the details having? So like product name, price, address, phone number, order date, delivery date. So these kinds of details that invoice having, right? So that information where they store. So definitely they are going to store somewhere else, right? Okay, so they're having some storage area. You want to store some information, so definitely, so we have some storage area. So that storage area name is called database. That storage area name is called database. So now comes to the actual definition. So the database is a collection of information and a set of set of programs to access those data. It is a collection of related data or interrelated data. Set of programs. So this is the book definition or formal definition. So database is a collection of interrelated data and a set of programs to access those data. So here a set of programs in the sense SQL commands. Okay. So here there are different kinds of commands available like DDL commands, DML commands, TCL commands, TCL commands, PQL commands. So by using those commands, so we can perform some operation on top of the database. Okay. So this is definition of the database. So next we will see the what are the advantages of the database. What are the advantages of the database? So the first one is storing the data. Is the data. Storing the data and retrieve the data. So this is the first advantage. And the second advantage is fetch the data very fast. And the third one is security. So these are the some advantages of the database. So it is storing huge amount of data. It is storing huge amount of data, irrespective unlimited data we can store. So based on the disk size, we can increase the data. For example, I am having like 1 GB data. So you can store up to 1 crore records, not exactly 1 crore records. So I'm telling assumption. Okay, na? If you want to store more than 1 crore records, so you can increase your disk size, like up to 2 GB or 10 GB, whatever it is. Okay, na? The second one is fast retrieval. Okay, na? Fast retrieval. So that means, for example, I will show you one example. So here I am typing the values randomly. For example, 1, 5, 3, 8, 10. So like that, I insert the data randomly. Okay, na? So here my data is up to 1 crore records. Okay, na? So I insert the data randomly up to 1 crore records. So now I want to find out, for example, 5,673. Okay, na? I want to find out this number. Okay, na? So then how to search? How to search? How to search this number? Generally tell me how to search this number. 5673. So here I inserted a randomly. Okay, now 1 to 1 crore records. Okay, now? So now I want to find out this number among all these numbers. Then how to find out?
Using a function or formula to extract those particular numbers. Program or
So there is no programs. Generally, I am telling. Okay, na? Generally, I am telling. So like it is a notepad. Okay, na? Assume this is a notepad. So in a notepad, I inserted 1 crore records. Okay.
So by searching the number, Control F, we can insert the number and we can identify.
So there is no that functionality also. So then, so notepad does not having that functionality. Then how to search? General thing I am asking. Okay, na? I am not asking any programming, any functionalities. Okay, na? Any logics. So just I am asking general thing. How to search that number. So we can search it. Okay, na? Value by value. First to search the first number. Now this one does not match for this value. Next 5. So this does not for this value. Next 3. Next 8. Next 10. Next 6. Next another number. Next another number. Next another number. So like that. So you have to search up to where 5673. So it is taking lot of time, right? Okay, na? It is taking some lot of time. So this is called general searching method. Record by record process. It is called record by record process. So it is taking a lot of time. Okay, maybe like it is taking 10 hours or 20 hours. We don't know. Okay, so this is a huge amount of data. So that's why we can't predict the time also. So it is taking time years. Okay, so that's why. So here I am writing one simple SQL query. Select a star from, for example, my table name is employee. Where let us assume this is employee ID. So this number is some employee ID. Where employee ID is equal to 5673. If you are writing this query, so within a fraction of seconds, we can easily get this data. So no need to change each and every record details. You cannot. So it will give the best performance. It will give the best performance. So that is the use of database. So by using the database, we can easily fetch them our required records. Okay, understood? Can you stop? So the last one is purity. Okay, huh? So in generally, so this is some application, right? Okay, huh? So this application name is called Excalibra. Okay, huh? So this application name is called Excalibra. Okay, huh? So here just I am opening this application, and here I typed some information and I removed this information. Here there is no security, right? So like that here I am opening some notepad. I open notepad. Here I type some information and I remove some information here. Here there is no security for this data. Here there is no security for this data. So SQL provide the SQL, sorry, not only SQL, every database provide the full security for the database. Why? Because we are opening any relational database. I will tell you what is a relational database. We are opening any relational database like SQL Server, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, whatever it is. Then if you are opening any relational database, so it is asking username, password. Without username password, we can't open the relational database. If you are open any relational database, it is asking username and the password. So that's why it is provide the security for the data. Can a database always provide the best security for the data? So let us see. So here my database name is SQL Server. Here I am opening SSMS. So SSMS is one of the tool where we have to write the queries, SQL queries. So now please observe here, it is asking authentication. Here server type, server name, authentication. Like here we have two types of authentications are there. Windows authentication, SQL Server authentication. Okay, so if I am clicking SQL Server authentication, so it is asking login name and the password name. In real time, we are using these credential only. Okay, na? For practicing purpose, we are using Windows authentication. Okay, na? Practicing purpose. So in a real time, every person using SQL Server authentication only. Why? Because so each and every person having some own credentials. They are own having some username and they are having some password. Without username password, they can't open this application. Okay. So here, as of now, I am taking Windows authentication. So we will see the later. So how to log in by using username password. Okay, as of now, yeah, I don't have the credential. So I am opening with the Windows authentication only. Here, click on the connect button. So after connecting the data only, we are able to open this application. Here, click on the new code. Now we can open this application. Okay, so this is called SSMS application. SSMS. So here SSMS stands for SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, SQL Server Management Studio, which is used to interact with the database. So SSMS is the application. So it is used to interact with the database. So here you can write the SQL queries. So here I am choosing the database. For example, my database name is practice. Here I am typing the queries. Select the star from employee. See here, now you can see the data. So that's why every database must provide the security for the data. Okay, na? So these are the some of the advantages of the database. So what is the first one? What is the advantage of the database? First one is it is storing huge amount of data. Second one is we can retrieve the data very fastly compared to external sources like Notepad, Excel file, whatever it is. The third reason is security. Okay, so if you are opening any relational database, so it is providing security for the data. Okay. Next we will see types of databases. So here mainly we are having only two types of databases. First one is a relational database. The second one is non-relational database. Okay. So the databases are classified into two types. First one is a relational database. The second one is non-relational database. So what is the meaning of relational database here? Okay. So the data which is stored in the form of tables, so that is called relational data or structured data. Relational data, the data which is stored in the form of tables, that is called relational database. So this is the definition of the relational database. And the next one is non-relational database. So is storing, so this relational database storing only table format data only. Okay, it does not accept like unstructured data or semi-structured data. It is storing only structured data only. And comes to non-relational database. You know, so here the best example of relational databases are, you know, so Oracle is the one of the relational database. And the second one is SQL Server. So SQL Server is a okay, na? One of the relational database. And the third one is MySQL. The fourth one is PostgreSQL. So here like that there are a number of databases are there. There are DB2, Sybase, Teradata, SQLite. So like that here there are some huge number of databases are there, relational databases. But most popular databases are these four. Okay, na? Oracle SQL Server, MySQL, PostgreSQL. So these are the frequently used databases. Relational databases. So these all databases storing the data with the format of tables only. With the format of tables only. Okay, na? So here, what is a table? So already discussed. What is a table? The table is a collection of rows and columns. The table is nothing but collection of rows and columns. And comes to non-relational database. Here it is storing with respect to any type of data it is storing. Like it is storing structured data, it is storing semi-structured data, it is storing unstructured data also it is storing. So here the best example is, so you heard about this word MongoDB. Okay, MongoDB. So nowadays it is very popular database. MongoDB. Cassandra. So these are the examples for non-relational databases. MongoDB, Cassandra. These are the examples for non-relational databases. So this is not our topic. This is not our topic. Just I am telling knowing purpose. So this is not our topic. So our topic is only relational database only. So within the relational database, so specifically we are talking about SQL server only. Specifically, we are talking about SQL server only. So why we are thinking SQL server means here, yesterday I forgot one thing. So Microsoft Power BI is a Microsoft product. At the same time, and here this SQL server is also Microsoft product only. So Power BI and SQL server, those two are Microsoft products. So that's why I am choosing MS SQL server. Microsoft, MS stands for Microsoft SQL server. So this is the one of the relational database. So let's start with the Microsoft SQL server. So it is one of the relational database. Microsoft product. Was introduced in 1987. It was introduced in 1987. This platform dependent application. It is platform dependent application. SQL server is one of the relational database. So relational database in the sense of data stored in the format of table. So it is a Microsoft product and which was introduced in 1987. It is a platform dependent. So anybody having idea what is the platform independent? What is the platform dependent? Anybody having idea?
So it usually relies on Windows, and now it also supports Linux, I guess, Microsoft. That's the platform it works.
Yes, correct. Okay. So the application which is run any operating system, that is called platform independent. So here the platform dependent in the sense an application which is run specific operating system only. So that is called a platform dependent. So before 2014 version, okay, I will tell you the versions, okay, some of the versions. So before 2014 version, so is running only Windows operating system only. Yeah. So SQL Server working on Windows operating system only. It does not support any Mac OS or Linux. Okay, na? So it is not running any some other third party operating system. Okay, na? So why? Because Microsoft is also sorry, Windows is also one of the Microsoft product. So that's why because of that reason, so SQL Server is working on before 2014. So after 2014 version, so it is supporting Linux also. It is supporting Linux also, but it is not support. There are nowadays it is not support also Mac OS. Yeah, so if you want to run the MS SQL Server within the Mac application, Mac operating system, so you can install some third-party application. So by using third-party application, you can work the SQL Server on Mac OS. Okay. So this is the introduction about SQL Server. So here you can see the some of the SQL Server versions. So here like 2005, 2008, 2012, 2014. So these are all are outdated versions. Okay, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2022. So is the latest version. Okay, na? Here previous versions also there. So here these are all are outdated versions. Presently, in real time, we are working. Okay, na? 2014 onwards only. There are some legacy projects working on Volvo also. Okay, na? But not 8 by. Okay, so these are outdated versions. So mainly we are working with the from 2014 onwards only. 2014 onwards only. So some people also using 2012 also. Okay. So 2022 is the latest version. 2022 is the latest version of the SQL Server. Okay. So here we want to know the SQL Server version. So here you can type to select at the rate version. Yeah. So now you can see the your SQL Server version. So now see here Microsoft SQL Server 2022. Okay, na? So this is the new version. This is the new version, right? Okay. So this is the brief introduction about Microsoft SQL Server. Anybody having doubts?
Sir, I try to install SQL 21 now, and it is asking for me to connect. So it is asking all these authentication details. Just want to ensure whatever the details you have given now, can I enter the same server name, authentication details, same, similar, so that I can connect to the same server which you are accessing now? Is it okay, or I don't know.
I will show you the how to install and download just now. Okay.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
show you. So
Yeah.
here already I installed. Okay. So I will show
Yeah.
you within the PPT. Okay, na?
Okay.
You can follow those steps. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So here so here we are typing. So in Google you can type SQL server installation step by step. Okay, na? Step by step. So give you some information. So you can select this link. Okay. So it is a redirect to the same page. Okay, na? So now you can see. Okay. After downloading, okay, now first of all, how to download the SQL server? SQL server download. Download. So here four symbols are there. Here red, you can have green, yellow, blue. So you can click on this link only. Okay, na? That is a Microsoft symbol. Okay, na? This is the Microsoft symbol. Go to down. So here you can see. So leave these two. Can leave here SQL server on premise, SQL server on Azure. You can leave these two. Okay, na? And we have to choose only these two versions. Okay, na? SQL server 2022 developer, SQL server 2022 Express edition. Okay. So here click on the you choose developer version. Okay, na? You choose developer version. So otherwise you go for Express edition also, no problem. Okay, na? So here hit on the download button. It is downloading. Then after download, so where it is. So after download, first you can see this page only. Okay, na? So here after that you got this page, developer version, Express edition. You can click on the download now. So it is downloaded. So here this is the after downloading. So you got this first page. Okay, na? So this is the first page. So here we have three options. The first one is basic, the second one is custom, and the third one is download media. So you choose basic or custom. Okay, na? So you can choose custom. Okay, na? So you choose custom. So next, so here developer edition is there, and if you are choose the installation location. Okay, na? So defaultly it is storing C drive. Okay, na? If you want to change the path, you want to change the path. Okay, you can change here. So hit on the browse, you can change here path. So that is your wish. Okay, na? So on keep as it is. So default it is storing C drive only. So next here turn installation button. So it will take some time. So after this we got this page. So after downloading this install package, it is taking some time, like 10 to 15 minutes. After completion of this one, so you got this page. You got this page. Yeah. So leave on planning. Okay. So here left side. Left side. First one is planning. So you have to leave it. So go to install. Okay, now here click on the installation button. You can click on the installation button, and so you redirect into this page. So redirect into this page. Okay. So here we have to click on the first link. Okay, on new SQL Server standalone installation or add features to an existing installation. You have to click on the first link only. Okay. After selecting the installation, we have to choose this one. First link. So after clicking on the first link, you go to the next page. Okay. So here it is asking developer edition. Okay. So you can keep as it is. Okay. Why? Because we are installed developer edition only. Okay. So here you can keep as it is that version, and click on the next button. So no need to give the product. Why? Because we don't have any license. So we are using trial versions. So that's why no need to give the your product key. So they are like you use pay as you go building cloud Microsoft Azure. Okay, no need to select these two things. Okay, na? So after that, so it is asking license terms and conditions. Okay, na? You have one checkbox. You have to click on the checkbox. Okay, na? And click on the next button. So after click on the next button, it is asking Microsoft updates. Okay, now no need to uh, select the select here updates. Okay, now keep as it is. No need to select that box. Okay, now why? Because every time if you are selecting this checkbox, every time it is asking updates. Okay, now whatever the new features available for the SQL server, every time it is asking that updates. Okay, now no need it is unchecked. So defaultly it is unchecked. So don't change it here. Then after that, I will click on the next button. Next, you got this page. Okay, now, so here you can see some options. Okay, now, here except Windows Firewall, you can keep all the status pass, 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 pass. Okay, now, so if it is showing passed, so your installation is successfully completed. If it is having some red mark like failure, so you did some mistake here. Okay, na? So that's why always we have to show the status as pass, pass, pass. So here Windows Firewall it is showing warning. Okay, na? No problem. Okay, na? So for the warning, you can consider no problem. Okay, na? So if you are having some errors like a red mark, okay, na? So that is we will rectify. Okay, na? Otherwise you can continue. So here click on the next button. So here it is asking firewall generated warning. Okay, now no need to take. Okay, leave it this step. And here it is asking Azure extension. Okay, now no need to select Azure extension. Now we are working with only on-premises environment. Okay, now not Azure environment. Okay, now so that's why we have to uncheck this box. But defaultly it is checking. Okay, na? So uncheck this box and then click on the next button. So here this is some important page feature selection. Here you need to select some features or you have to select all the features. Okay, now if you want to select all the features, so click on the select all button. Okay, now otherwise, so please keep remember you have to note down these points. First, you have to select database engine, select it. Next, select SQL server application. No need to select machine learning. Next, now you can select full text and semantic extraction and select data quality services. And next, select poly-based query service. Okay, and leave it analysis service. No need. And here shared features also we have to select data quality client. And the last one is master data service. There no need to select integration service. Okay, na? We have to select here shared features. We have to select only two things. First one is data quality client. Second one is master data service. So these are the features you need to select. Otherwise, you can select all button. It is selecting all the features. It is selecting all the features from top to bottom. Right? So once again, I will repeat. So first, Durga database engine, SQL server replication, full text semantic, data quality service, poly-based query, and data quality claim. The last one is master data service. So otherwise, you can select all selector button. You cannot select all button. So you can select all the features. Got it? The next, hit on the next button. So here it is asking of configuration name. There are default. So defaultly it is having here the first one default instance. So here default instance means SQL server. If you are installing first time, so it is defaultly having default instance. The name is SQL server. If you are installing second time, then it is asking named instance. So here you can give the any name like your name, your server, whatever it is. Okay. Here no need to select anything. Can keep as it is. Leave this one and hit on the next button. Now you got our main page. So here you can set up the our Windows, our authentication. So here you can see two authentications. The first one is Windows authentication mode, and the second one is mixed mode. The mixed mode in the sense it is having both SQL server authentication and Windows authentication. So if you choose Windows authentication, you are opening based on Windows authentication only. You are selecting mixed mode. You can use SQL server authentication or you can choose Windows authentication. No problem. You can select this one below one, not Windows. You can select mixed mode. Okay, select mixed mode, not Windows authentication. So next one, after selecting the mixed mode, so it is asking password. So here we confirm password. Okay, we can give same password here. Okay. So it is not a case sensitive. You can give anything here. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, your name, SQL server. So it is taking anything. Okay, it is not a case sensitive. And the password is not a case sensitive. Yeah, and here click on the yard current user. Okay, na? So don't forget this one. If you forget this yard current user, you want to move further steps. Okay. So here yard current user, after it is yarding some username, and click on the next button. So no need to take. So here is the database directory is a temporary. It is asking some nonsense here. Okay, no need to select this one. This is just topics. Okay. So you have to select only configuration only. No need to go for other tabs. Okay, no need to go for other tabs here. So don't select the ones. So this is our last page. This is our last page. So here hit on the install button. So it is taking some time, like 10 to 15 minutes. So after completion of all the steps, so it is showing succeed. Okay, na? SQL server, like sorry, database vision, SQL browser, the status all showing succeeded. Okay, now you can close. We can close. So this is the regarding about SQL server. So apart from the SQL server, you need to install one more application. So that application name is called SSMS. Download SSMS. So here SSMS stands for SQL Server Management Studio. So this is the tool which is used to interact with the database. So here you can see here download SSMS. So if you are hitting this one, so that is also installed. So this is a must and should we have to install SSMS also. Without SSMS, we can't work with the SQL server. So SQL server is the database, and SSMS is the tool used to write the queries and it is used to interact with the database. So that is very easy. Only two steps are there. Yeah, within the SSMS, we have to only two steps. So you can easily install SSMS. So this is regarding about SQL Server installation. So if you have any doubt regarding the installation, so tomorrow we will discuss. Okay, na? So tomorrow anybody can share your screen. Okay, na? Now I will show the installation. No problem. Okay. Tomorrow log in with your laptops. So I will show you, share your screen. I will show you how to download and how to install SQL Server and SSMS. No problem. Okay, na? So otherwise you can install your own. Okay, na? So go to YouTube. A lot of videos are there. So please follow all these steps, step by steps. Okay, na? Take your own time. Otherwise, tomorrow, I will set up the download and installation. No problem. Please log in with your laptops. If you have any laptops, please log in with your laptops. I will show you the installation. No problem. Don't worry. That's it for today class. So if you have any doubt regarding the today class, please ask me. Please respond. If you have any doubt regarding the today's session, please ask me. Madhuri, Manjula,
No, sir. It's
No,
clear.
sir.
Maninder. No doubts, right?
Yeah, no questions at this point of time, sir. Tomorrow, like we'll install the SQL server on the systems.
Yeah, sure. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
We want to install, so tomorrow we will see. Okay, na?
Sir, is it like weekend class or weekdays? Like weekdays only.
Sorry, your voice is not audible.
Sir, this one like weekday only or weekend only? It will also be there.
I have to do listen your voice. Please message in chat box.
So this class is weekdays or weekends? Sir?
Weekdays. So Saturday is also there. Only Sunday is a holiday. Okay, na? So Monday to Saturday classes are there. Okay.
Okay, sir, fine.
So thank you. That's it for today class. So we will meet tomorrow same time. Okay, na? 8 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.